Okay, quick one, guys. So this is boom 1000 index strategy. It works for boom 1000 index market and for crash 1000 index market. So we are on the 4 hours time frame. I'm going to be explaining something on this time frame, so you pay attention and make sure you watch the video to the end. And this video is for people who want to make quick money out of the market, right? If you want to make sustainable money, you want to make sustainable income as a professional trader, you need to learn to do it without the indicators. Okay, I teach that, and my next batch of the mentorship program is going to be commencing soon, so you can join us and be a part of what we have. It's very affordable. Click the link on our telegram. Click the link on the description box of this video and join our free telegram to see all the products we have there, see all the services, see all the free stuff we have going on there, and be a part. Now let me quickly go to the video. I don't want to waste time. So this strategy is going to give us it's going to help us identify areas where we'll be taking our entries from, and it's going to also tell us when it's time to actually enter the market, right? It's going to help us with market structure, and it's going to also help us with entry prompts, right? I want to know when to actually enter the market from. But first of all, I want to do this on 4 hours time frame. All right, I want to quickly do this on the 4 hours time frame, and on the 4 hours time frame, I want to be seeing bearish momentum in the market, especially when price is at our key resistance region. Excuse me. When price is actually in our key resistance region, that's when we want to be looking out for the information I want to be sharing with you in this video. So let's quickly look at that. So currently price is at support. Price has come to this level. Price has come to this region right now. You can see that previously there was a rejection and reversal at that region, right? That happened the first time, and then now price has come back to that level, and then it is happening again. Price is currently moving back upwards, right, from that level here, right? So for you to take this trade effectively, for you to for you to use this strategy effectively, you want to see price at your resistance region, right? You want to see price come back to this area. So if price is at this region, and then you see the closing price, a bearish closing price, just like this, is the reason why I'm making this video, because I see the signals. I saw the signals and I thought I should let you guys know, right? So if you see a bearish momentum like this, you see bearish closing prices like this, sorry about that, and then you see this somewhat dodgy candlestick, right, at this region, this area. Once you see that, go to your lower time frames and look at the indicators. That's the reason why we want to take a trade, right? That's the reason why we want to depend on this indicator. So go to a lower time frame and look at the indicators. I'm going to be explaining the confirmations that we need to see on the indicators, so that we will make the best out of it, right? So let's quickly go to 1 hour. Now I don't like to skip any time frame. I like to look at all the time frames because they are of utmost importance, right? Just that some might be stronger than some might be giving you a more clear signals than some, right? But all the time frames are quite important. So we want to go to a lower time frame and also make sure that price is at that region. Remember, we mentioned that price is supposed to be at your resistance to make better use of this signal, of this strategy. Yeah, so we want to see price at this region, right? Whatever is going on right now here, I'm not going to take any trade. I'm not going to make any I'm not going to react. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to wait patiently for price to come to this area. Let me use this guy to point out the area. Price should come to this area before I do anything. Okay, so right at this area, we want to see bearish momentum, just like this one, right? We want to see this is a bearish engulfing here. We want to see bearish momentum right here, just like this one, and then want to also see the same on the lower time frame. Now, if you see, if out of like 4 1 hour 30 minutes, maybe 15 or 5 minutes time frame. Out of the 5 time frames, if the top ones, the higher ones, right, let's say 4 hours, or 4 hours, 1 hour, and 3 hour, sorry, 30 minutes, if they tell you the same thing, right, if they tell you the same thing, then you are good to go. You go to a lower time frame and you go to the 1 minute and look at what the indicators are saying at that point. Look at what the indicators are saying at that point. I'm showing you guys how to effectively make use of this powerful strategy, this indicator based strategy, right? Sometimes the indicators lag and tend to give you false information, right? Tend to give you inaccurate information. So this is you just being proactive and making sure that you are steps ahead, right? You don't want to be caught up when the indicators are lagging. The reason why indicators lag, like I keep explaining in most of my videos, is because they are designed to follow price movement. They are designed to tell you what price is doing, not actually to tell you the current condition of the market, right? They are designed to show you the direction that price has already moved to. So there's a tendency that price might move faster sometimes. So in that case, you'll be getting false information. So this is you just being proactive. And you go to the lower time frame, the 1 minute time frame at this time. You see, I'm going to show you guys the zoom level right now. So you see, I just zoomed everything out, and then like this, I have just 2 zooms, and then that is perfect, right? 2 zoom level, second zoom level, perfect. Now another thing you should look out for is that on the indicator window, ensure that when you move your screen, right, the black line is moving average while the red line is stochastic oscillator, right? Ensure that the moving average and the stochastic oscillator converge around this level, right? After those other confirmations have been made, ensure that they converge around this level, and then they cross each other and move downwards from that level, right? If that happens, move your screen like this, right? Move your screen like this and make sure they are still intact at level 85 of your stochastic oscillator, right? Make sure they are still at level 85 of your stochastic oscillator. I'm going to show you guys the setup shortly after this explanation. So make sure they are still intact at the level 85 of your stochastic oscillator before you make an entry, right? Make sure you make an entry when they are crossing each other, and you'll be having movements like this. You can see how far down price went down at that level, right? You can see how far down it went at that level. So this again happens again here after the confirmation I just explained, right? These indicators will always show you when to enter. That is actually when to enter, right? And that area, that level 85 area, is where to enter from. All right, so the indicator will always show you, most times it will show you when to enter, right? For you to be a step ahead, that's why you are going to the higher time frames to also confirm things for yourself before even taking advantage, right? So if the higher time frame if they do not conform to your strategy, if they do not tell you, if they do not agree with what your strategy says you should do, or your confirmations, right, you don't necessarily need to come down to the 1 minute time frame to look for entries, because you never can tell if the indicators are lagging at that point, right? So for you to confirm if the indicators are lagging, this is one way that I do it. It helps sometimes, like this, like that. Yes, you see that the indicator still moves at the same pace. 2 of them still converge at the same level, move at the same pace, and still around that level 85 of my stochastic oscillator, right? That works sometimes, right? So you need to look out for those confirmations, and you see, most times you will have the market drop in your direction. So if you count, you see, like, this is way beyond 30 candlesticks, right? You can see that is way beyond 30 candlesticks. That means you would have probably raised $100 to 500 if at all you could catch this setup, right? That is very possible. You could raise less than $100 to tangible amount. And if you have good equity also, you make more money, right? You make more money. So that's it. Now quickly show you guys how it works for crash 1000 before I will show you guys the setup. Quickly, for the crash 1000, we are going to the H4 and we are looking for bullish momentum this time. We are looking to meet price at support level this time. We are looking to meet price at support level this time, right? We want to see price at support. Let's assume this is our support. We want to see price at that support, and then we want to see rejections and bullish movement like this. You can see this rejection, this bullish. See the shadows pushing to the upside, pushing price to the upside. You can see, you want to see that the H4. The closing price is very important. You want to see the closing price, and then you want to switch lower time frames and confirm that they are also in alignment with what the H4 is saying, right? You want to see the same bullish momentum, same support region. You want to see that happen on the crash market, and then you want to make sure that it happens on like majority of the time frames, right? Make sure that majority of the time frames are in agreement, and you want to go to the 1 minute time frame when all of that is met, when all of the confirmations are met. You want to come down here and you want to see that price converges, the stochastic oscillator indicator and the moving average converge around the level 15 this time. Level 15, right, of the stochastic oscillator, right? Once that happens, see the movement. So the higher time frames confirmations are just to help you stay confident in the market, help you build confidence, right? So that's just like backup, to further strengthen your analysis. So you can see this much movement, and we are buying this time, right? Remember, we are buying the crash 1000 market and we are selling the boom 1000 index market. So we are buying this time, and that is how much money you can make if you enter, right? Also remember to confirm that when you move your screen on this second zoom level, make sure that they are still around the level 15. Make sure they are still around level 15. All right, if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, and turn on your notification bell, because I'll be bringing more valuable content like this your way, right? These strategies are powerful and you can make quick money from the market. And when you make the money, please learn how to trade professionally. It's very important. Learn how to trade professionally. Okay, our mentorship program is quite affordable. You can join us. If you can't join us and you have somebody else who can teach you, please pay the person, learn from the person. Make sure they teach you how to do it without these indicators. All right, so let's quickly see the setup. Right, let's quickly see the setup. We're using just stochastic oscillator and moving average for this strategy. So you'll be using K period of 16, D period of 1, slowing of 1, price field close. When you go to close, you see two options. You choose close. Method is simple, of course, and levels 85.15. all right, choose the color black or whatever color that will be visible on your chart. Click done when you're done with that, and when you come to this other page, make sure you maintain the style and main style colors, right? Make sure you use the same color and make sure they are visible on your chart. Click done when you're done with that, and go over to the indicator window 1, because your stochastic oscillator is going to create you an indicator window 1. When you go there, click the plus sign next to indicator window 1, add your moving average, period of 10, shift 0 method, exponential, apply to close. No levels are needed, so you skip that. For visualization, I'm using black color because the background of my chart is white, so I want the color to pop. So you want to also use colors that will pop on your chart, right? Click done when you're done with that, and you have your strategy. Bring good reviews if you make proper use of this strategy. Write it in the comment section, or if you need clarity, reach out. My WhatsApp number will be in the description box of this video, and I'll be on the other side to help you when needed. See you guys in the next video.